Y'all know that Rick and Morty shit I keep showing y'all? Well, I'm gonna make a montage. I had a phone call with one of my followers who divulges into psychedelics. And he talks to the creator. Like, he escapes, and every time he talks to him, like, as soon as I got off live, he said this to me. He says that we are powering a machine, or somewhere to that effect. But when he goes, what is it? Like, he'll show him. But then when he goes, why? He won't answer that one question. He won't answer that we're in a machine. And I started thinking about all the imagery that they do show us of, we are powering a machine. Like from the Rick and Morty battery. And how have they showed us this? How have they showed us? Y'all remember that show on Netflix? Is one example. Y'all remember Men in Black with the things that were inside the locker? That's one example. You ever watch Blade Trinity when they're all in the blood bank and they're sucking up all the homeless, drinking the blood out of these warehouses? There's another example. And there's more, and I'm gonna procure a list of things that coincide with that, and subtle hints from people in government, like Tucker Carlson saying that these aliens have something to do with the spiritual element, that he thinks he's found the answer when he was on the Sean Ryan show, and he doesn't like what he's found out, which kind of coincides with the Rick and Morty thing, and yeah. And then in the Bible, they say God separated the waters from the waters, and maybe, you look at a star, it looks like the bottom of a pool, and, they can never find the lost city of Atlantis because of our perspective, how it's allegedly a lost city, and they keep changing our history. So we don't know what we are. And we have these pyramids, and how the Tower of Babel was a portal, and they want to keep free energy away from us. And back to Atlantis, I believe the whole world is Atlantis. They just divided us up into these countries when we're all under one power, powering the machine, where we keep coming back and forth, and especially when you go back to the Queen's death. And a certain hot mic picked up talking about her death was irreversible because she couldn't capture the consciousness to put into their own person, which that ties to Epstein Island. When you think they were sex trafficking, but nah, it was creating humans, and this goes back to the Cabbage Patch Kids, and also directly ties with how there's always missing children throughout the whole world. And then they give us this conspiracy of, adrenochrome, and it has nothing to do with that. They direct our eyes, like they directed our eyes with Epstein when he had genetic physicists there. And I believe CERN has a lot to do with this, and that's why they always show us rockets, because they make us think outer space is real. But all it is really CERN is trying to perfect interdimensional travel, which they're in communication with, trying to get outside. Hence why they are using us for batteries, and they want to plug you into Neuralink so that you'll forever never have to go through the reincarnation cycle. And then ties in with how the CIA calls us containers from a religious sect. And then you can tie in the free energy with MH370 with those orbs flying around it, and then it disappeared like it escaped as a test run from one of our privatized government contractors. If you understood anything that I just said and see how it ties together, rabbit hole to rabbit hole, tell me yes or no in the comments.